Good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to Turffontein on the Standside Tracks, Sunday the 15th of August, and we've got an 8-race program and some very interesting racing. I think I found a couple that we can nail our colours to the mast with today. We start off at 5 to 1, 20 pentrometer, 5.5 false rail at the 700 metre mark. Should be easy for everyone, and they're not big fields. And you can see why they're not big fields, because when you have these 3-year-old handicaps and things, they're 3-year-old maidens and graduation plates, you're going to be in trouble. But let's have a look at the dead of winter. You should be running handicaps flat out. That's all you should run, and try and fill the fields with all the moderate horses so you've got betting opportunities. But I think we found a few today. Let's kick off with maiden plate 3-year-olds, and they go 1160 meters, which is 6 furlongs at Turffontein. Not quite 6 furlongs, but it is. The favourite here, well, the money's all for Val d'Orsia from the Paul Peter yard with Warren Kennedy aboard. Open 5 to 1, now 5 to 2. Strong support. You've got to believe that might be the right one, but as I say, always say, watch them go down and you'll get a good idea there. Slings and Arrows look to have the best form. Candice Dawson, Keegan DeMello, he's up in town, so have a close look at his rides, and he's got a couple of good ones. Alabaster didn't run a bad race last time, looks like they're open for improvement. Forgotten Time, maybe the blinkers will improve, and Coming in Hot comes in off a rest. So not all cut and dried. The other horse is Samuel Salt. They've had the blinkers on, they're taking the blinkers off. Clinton Binder, no shoes, and I think he's at a disadvantage. Race 2, graduation plate, 3-year-olds, 1400 meters. Hot favourite here is Castleton with a scratching of Cavalier King, and DeMello for Stuart Pettigrew, drawn 2, lots to like about the way he won and then went and ran a very good race on July Day in the big juvenile feature. But I think this horse needs more ground than this, and I think that he might be caught flat-footed by Wentworth Joe, but he does get 3 kilos. Wentworth Joe's a very good front runner, and has won 2 out of his 5 starts, and I think that he'll just lob along in front and he might just get away from Castleton, but we'll see exactly how good Castleton is on this run. Looks like a two-corner contest. Zuzan might be an improver, just won as maiden. Race 3, maiden plate, 1600 meters, tough race. My Master's the horse, money horse in the race. Robbie Sage Muzieni, drawn 1, lots to like, ran on, improved last start. Looks like everything's right with it and should be able to just about go in here. But the big danger is going to be Flinders Range from the St. John Gray stable. Keegan DeMello aboard this one. But you can't go from those 2 and only with those 2. You've got to go with Stay the Course. And you've got to stay the course. If you want to win money at the races, you've got to stay the course, and that's got to have a chance for good runs. Quality Joker improved last run and gets the blinkers. Have a close look at that. Admiral Dooley, there's been a bit of money for him. And then a Run for the Sun, and even Stunning Kitten maybe comes in. So it might easily be a field race, or you nail your colours to the mast with Robbie Sage's horse. Race 4, maiden plate, fillies and mares, 1600 meters. And the hot favourite here is Indigo Winter. Very good first run, but Bywater Winter, St. John Gray, Samanga Kamala, Bywater Winter, I'd go Indigo. She was a sprinting mare. There's a lot of speed in this pedigree, and to suddenly step it up over the mile might be the undoing of this, but it might be the making of this filly. She might have shown St. John that she gets the mile easily, and that's what she's looking for. My problem with her is the pedigree shows that she might not get this trip. So, as a result, I'm going with others in the race. Super Duper always blows, got ability, but obviously got a breathing problem. The Paul Peter runner, Willow Lane, looks like a big danger with Lyle Hewitson aboard it. And then Fort Snow, Paul Match's runner, very consistent as well. Thunder Shah goes into play as well, might be a big improver. Race 5, Merry rated 66, and they go 1800 meters. Well, I make it absolutely 2 horses here, and that's Grimaldi, who seems held by My Kingdom on the last run, but I think Grimaldi's got a lot of room for improvement. I think the 1800 will help him. My Kingdom always gets run out of it, and I think Grimaldi will just sit behind him and maybe just run him out of it. But the key horse here is Jamira Gold. There's a maiden in a handicap, and doesn't seem particularly well handicapped at these terms, because 4-year-old has had 7 starts, run a couple of places, and got a 64 merit rating. So on form, I wouldn't have thought that My Kingdom's a 6-year-old and had plenty of chances. Jamira Gold might be the right horse, so I'm going to put the 3 of them in. Race 6, Fillies and Mares, 64 handicap, 1800 meters. Well, if Sunsin, Senescence, as they call her, Senescence, that's what the people in the know call her, jumps, she should be able to win this. She's drawn 1, but she's slow on a number of occasions. Sometimes she's not slow, sometimes she is slow. So one wonders what the situation is with her. Lyle gets to ride her, drawn 1. She looks like the best horse in the race. Remember, we found Western Dance last time with Lyle Hudson aboard it. Very good winner, and won absolutely convincingly. And I'm not sure that she's not looking for more ground than this. So but she's in form, so she goes into everything. Mariposa, good post maiden in quite a strong field, and then Tinder Dry. Kamalo stays with this as just won a maiden. Race 7, merit rated 80, 1100 meters. Lucy in the Sky, 7 to 10 favorite. Hard to go against, got very consistent form and looks like the right horse. But have a close look at 008, comes down in the merit rating and then gets a 4 kilogram claimer. So in fact, she's come down from 100 to 87 and then down to 79. So from 100 to 79, 008, very good filly. She's 1-7. She seems like this would be a very good trip for her, run well. And it doesn't stop there. Lady Nicker certainly goes well on the course. She's won 2 out of 2 on the course. And here the Trumpet has got some form as well. So if anything's going to beat Lucy in the Sky, any of those could. Race 8, merit rated 66, 1400 meters. Florida Keys, we found her last time. I thought she won very, very comfortably, and she only got 3 points penalty. I've been a handicapper, she would have got more than that. But anyway, she did win well, and probably be able to go in again. Informative won well too, the 5-year-old mare, and she got a 5-point penalty, and then came out and ran quite well behind Siva Vesson. After Hours got good form, goes into the play, and then Campama is always there or thereabouts, but the draw 11 I don't think is going to help her. The find of the race would be Cape Town Affair. Have a very close look at him. He goes well at Turffontein. He could be the result horse. All in all, pretty good day's racing, and I think that we're going to get reasonable payouts in the exotics. Certainly if you can get a couple of the odds-on shots beaten, you're going to get some very good payouts. I've given you some food for thought. Interbet is the place to bet, and as we always say, go and play some live games this morning. We'll get into that poker. Caribbean poker, that's my new one. I love the Caribbean poker. Play the bonus and you get the 6-card bonus. You can get some very good payouts. So from me, James Goodman, and Interbet, have a good day until tomorrow.